Welcome to very rural part of Great Strickland. As you can see behind us, we've got a private road. The property that we're about to look at today is so cute, such a pretty place, but also comes with a couple of barns, and you're going to see that throughout the video. And as I turn around, you'll see we are open countryside in every direction, and this beautiful period listed property is the property in question that we're here to see today. Now, as I said, there's the main house is here. Behind, we've got a significant size stone barn, as well as another to the side around here. Now, this is a private, unmade road, or sorry, partly made road, that will need some thought and attention going forward. But it's probably about 300 or 400 meters away from the road, and it's in a beautiful, very quiet location, and surrounded by nothing but woodland, open fields, and I believe a bit of stock. There are various sheep and even some Highland cows behind me. So I'm going to turn around and take you around properly around the plot so you can actually have a proper look at it, and show you what this can do for you. Okay, so this is the private road. It's definitely a little bit more 4x4 territory coming down. That's something that you could resolve as time progresses. But the property we've got here is absolutely beautiful. I think the expression that people use is a chocolate box house, which it most certainly is. The driveway, the road access down is shared with the local farmers that will be using it to be able to look at the fields from top to bottom. But once we get through this part here, this is all completely private for the people that are going to look to buy it. And I'll just peek over here because it's very, very pretty. You've got nice gardens. And it's only when you get around the corner you actually realise that this unravels into something quite spectacular. Because not only do we have the period property, we've got this abundance of barns. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit, but they are really tall. So from a potential for conversion, they have lots of ability. And this is quite significant as well, and I'll take you inside. But they are two detached. We've got some agricultural pole barns here, which don't really have any development merit, but if you're looking for underground parking or something else, sorry, undercover parking, underground would be strange, then this area is really, really useful. Now, before I go into the house, and the house is a bit dark, it needs full renovations from top to bottom, so you now have to consider that. But it's, I think it could be made habitable very, very quickly, so that you can then focus your attentions on the rest of the development opportunity in hand. So while I just open this barn up, and as we look inside, you've got quite a significant barn. Clearly needs an absolute bucket load of work, but it's quite a beautiful space. Look at that. I think there's plenty of beams there that can be saved, but it's quite a good size. And I think there's enough height there potentially to be able to look at a second floor. So the next barn has got a horse in it, so I'm not going to go in. There's a bit of garden around here which will be coming for the back of each one of these properties. But you've got quite a nice high space in there, and this barn, as I was saying, is pretty high. So it's I mean, it's being used for ponies and bits at the moment, but there's a lot of space. And I haven't been up to the first floor, but it's really tall, so I can only say that it's going to be a decent size usable area. So the rear, this is the rear of the property, and when you look around, it clearly needs work. I think it's possibly mortgageable, but it definitely needs work. So you need to structure that into your mindset before contemplating. But there's so much here that you can do things with. But look, I'll take you in the rear door and show you around. So the electric is off in here at the moment, so please do your imagination. You do use your imagination. We've got a bit of a storage cupboard in here. There's a loo in here. And walking on through, there's quite a lot of stone. It's very cottagey. I mean, I wouldn't like to completely guess what age the property is, but it's not not young. There's hence it being listed. You've got a bit of a storage cupboard in here. As I say, there's no electric on, so this isn't going to be the most fabulous video I've ever done, but hopefully we'll give you a bit of an idea. And we come through here, and David loves it and gets excited by period properties, but having a very large larder with all the original sandstone areas is quite lovely. And this is a low ceiling room with a kitchen, obviously, that needs stripping out and starting again. And it is very low, but it's very cottagey, so it does have that that right vibe for the age of property. So, wandering upstairs, we have one bedroom in here, which is a double, a nice open landing. Have another bedroom in here with a rather slopey floor, but then definitely showing its age. We have a bathroom, which needs to be taken out. We have a bedroom, and we have a final bedroom. Now that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour. There's a lot of different colours in here, which are making it feel a little darker than it probably should. But the bare bones of things is that it's a renovation project with a property with some historical significance, hence it being listed. Some fantastic barns, and there's so much development potential, whether it be holiday lets or subject to planning, anything else that you could consider. And a rather lovely old building that needs to be brought back to life. I'm just going to see if I can go around here and show you the garden, because the garden was quite endearing. So the garden here, which this comes with, is very nice and spacious. And where these lovely ponies are, there's going to be additional garden space all the way around, just to make sure if you do decide to do any holiday lets or anything else, that you've got the space to do it. There's a nice beck that runs all the way through here, which is very pretty. And the final thing I'm going to show you today is the cottage garden, which is very nice and spacious. I'll step back on the plot just to give you a proper view of this beautiful, beautiful building. You can just imagine it's going to need some work, it's going to need some thought, but what an absolute beauty. And sitting with no neighbours at all in a fantastic location, just still a few minutes away from Penrith if required, or when required I should say. But all of this, I mean, I can just see this as being a wonderful holiday let outfit that you could do a refurbishment on the house and live there while you get to grips with all of this and have something rather special with no neighbours in an area that the closest people to you are sheep, and as I said, a bit of Highland cattle. And that could be your view. Okay. Well, this property has come to the market for £550,000. If this sounds like it's something that would interest you, then please do give us a call on 01768 881111. Thank you.